since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on a date?
Do you want to tell him, Jeremy, or
Go for
actually,
it.
Shay?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say, so after we left the show, I offered him if he wanted to come and join me. At the time, I was already having a barbecue
Okay.
with my famay.
And this was back in LA?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
here.
Oh, in Arizona?
Yeah,
Okay.
My family's here. So I rented a big Airbnb. I threw my niece's birthday party, and that's kind of what I was rushing to get back to a little bit.
Wait, is meeting the family already?
Got it. Okay.
And, I offered for him to come, but I did give the option, like, if you don't want to come, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm going right now. So if you want to come, it's barbecue, we're there, we're partying, we're drinking, we're having fun.
Right.
I'm very family oriented. So I'm very friends. Like, if you're around me, you're going to be around the people that I love.
Yeah.
And if you have an issue with that, it's kind of like,
No.
That's fast.
no, like, obviously, you don't need to be with me.
Yeah.
So we went back there, and I guess it just, he did leave at 2 a.m, so it was like,
Okay.
not
So
like that.
I mean, like, he stayed for some time.
He stayed for some time.
Okay.
You said it like that, like you meant it like that, though. Like, why would you?
No, he acted like he did enjoy himself. And then, he went home after. Everything was kind of fine after that. It was cool. So it wasn't like no big thing. Nothing went wrong.
Okay.
It was just like, okay, we got to know each other a little bit more. Not that much, but a little bit more. And then the next day, we were supposed to hang out, but I had to fly back to LA.
Okay.
So we were planning on going on a real date.
If I was him, I would have said no to that. Like, no. He's probably acting like he was having a good time because of the fact that he was, thinking that he shouldn't have gone. Like, damn, I should have said no to this. But at the same time, she said he left at 2 a.m, so I'm a bit confused.
Fly out to LA and see me, or I can fly back to Arizona and see you.
Yeah.
But, it just didn't get to that point.
Okay. All right. So, Jeremy, the barbecue you guys went to was right after filming? Like, you left filming, went straight there? Okay.
The
So,
same
how
day,
was that for you?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Micah.
I enjoyed it. I'm also family oriented. I think we talked about that on the show. And got a chance to meet her family. I had a really good time. We played dominoes.
Okay.
Like she said, I kind of stayed a little later and then I went home.
This is the guy I matched with off the show, everybody. Yeah, woo. Oh, yeah, y'all not together, though. Like, so hopefully y'all work out. Here's the family. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know, I guess. Hell nah.
We were supposed to meet the next day. I think I was expecting her to, I think we had a plan that she would, let me know when she was free, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And then, that didn't happen. So we ended up kind of, she kind of just went back home. And so we had talked about possibly, having a date. Obviously with me having to go to LA or she coming back here.
Okay, so the next day when you guys were supposed to go on this so-called date, was that something you guys had discussed while you guys were at the barbecue, and then the next day there was no follow-up on it, or what happened?
We kind of discussed that the morning time, I think.
Okay.
It was more because he actually stays around where my sister stays. So we're in the same area.
Okay.
Almost same facility. And
Right.
so, but I was so much with my sister and stuff. They don't get to see me that much. And so from breakfast, we have all the kids. It's just so much stuff right now that I can't bring him into right now.
Okay.
To what we had going on. And that's why I was it took a little bit too much time. And then, flying in, you got to rent a car, you got to go clean it, you got to take it back.
Do a lot,
it was that. And then it's the heat. So you're hot and it was just too much. So I was okay with, I have no problem flying in 2 days later or flying in a week later to come see you, or you come see me.
You better, because you sitting up here offering, here's my family, before an actual date with a man you really don't know. You only know based off of questions from a show. That ain't it. Don't even do, that's crazy.
That, the way you shouldn't have that problem not coming to fly to see me.
Okay, so what went wrong? Was there just
oh, would you like to tell him what went wrong, Jeremy? Huh?
I think
Actually, no, let's hear from Jeremy.
Yeah,
She went first with the
let
story.
him say
Let's
what
hear from
went
you
wrong.
now.
I think there were kind of a few things that happened from my perspective
Okay.
that just kind of maybe gave me the wrong impression or kind of set up the wrong kind of idea. And so ultimately, we came to there was a situation in which I was going out of town.
Okay.
I was going on a vacation, previously planned vacation, actually before
Prior to
we
you
met,
coming on
prior
the
to
show.
me coming on the show.
Okay.
And she inquired who I was going with, and I told her, and it was a friend and actually an ex. We're still friends, friend of mine. She's
You said it's an ex?
ex and a friend. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So obviously, so
Why would you plan a trip and then go on the show when you know you have the trip coming up? So were you thinking before you went on the show, like, if I match with somebody, I'm still gonna go on this trip? Like, what's going on with you?
we were okay. Let me tell you, we were on the phone.
Uh-huh.
We're talking, getting to know each other. You know, he said he's gonna go to Puerto Rico for his birthday, and I was like, oh, fun. Like, who are you going with?
Right.
Like, he said he skipped the question first. He skipped the question, and then I was like,
I did, absolutely did.
Dirty.
oh, okay. But then I asked again, like, wait, who are you going with? And he said, my ex. And I was like, I think my phone's dying. So after that, I never talked to him again. I hung up. We never talked until the only way we talked again, because I think he called me a few times after that. I did not answer. There was no reason. There was no reason for us to talk. There's no reason.
So you didn't tell him why you're no
There's
longer
no
talking
reason
to him?
to
I did not
talk.
call her.
Okay, I have receipts, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
And, you know, it was, what do you wanted me to do? Tell you, like, how was the vacation with your ex? Like, did you guys chill on the beach or something? Like, did you want me to wait for when you got back? And then it's like, you know, there was no talking afterwards.
Okay.
Well, there was nothing for us to talk about. And we didn't recently talk again until I found out that, you know, people were sending me things, and they were sending me things like, oh, he went on a different podcast. He talked about you. He talked a lot of mess about you. He said things, talked about your family, talked about this and how it wasn't. And I was like, wait, what? He's kind of capped because that didn't happen. So a lot of things, like, he said that didn't happen. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Like, he went and talked about me. Cool. Like, I really don't care at the moment because obviously
What do you mean cool? Obviously not cool. What do you mean talking about cool? You ain't cool right now.
from the jump, it showed me that who he was, what he was doing. He wasn't looking for anything. It was just a good time. So it was just, that's fine with me. And I was okay. You're going with your ex. We didn't start anything new. You know, it's just keep it pushing, you know?
Okay. Go ahead.
So I didn't badmouth her or say anything bad about her or her family.
Okay.
There was a situation, you know, that we were in that I did speak on another platform.
I'm not going to a podcast and speaking about nobody's family. Like, I haven't even went on a date with this girl. I just met her family the same day, which is ridiculous. I wouldn't go on a podcast and just mouth off about it, though. I wouldn't have anything to say about it, really.
But it wasn't, I didn't say it in a negative way. What I will say, though, is some of the things that were said and some of what I observed and seen kind of led me to kind of believe that it wasn't as serious as, like,
Okay, such as what?
I mean, there was some transparency, some things she told me in confidence that I would rather not share.
No problem.
But I will say that there were some things that she told me that she was processing through that kind of just, you know, put it in a different perspective for me as far as the seriousness of, like, what was happening.
Okay, so you think she wasn't as serious about getting to know you?
Well,
or?
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I just didn't think we were in a space to where I would cancel a trip with an ex or a friend because I met you.
Okay.
I just didn't think we were in a space where that would even be a reasonable ask, that I was obligated to do that, that it mattered who I was going on the trip with at all when we had only, you know, hung out with each other one time. So from my perspective, based off of as well of what I kind of observed and understood she already currently had going on. So I would have thought that would have been kind of just, you know, like kind of a drop in the bucket, if you will.
Okay.
without saying too much, but I to me, it was like, I didn't think it was that serious. And so, I mean, which is also why I had no problem with being just kind of forthcoming about it and honest. And so if she didn't like it, which is cool.
Okay.
But she did kind of like make some sort of whatever kind of funny comment when I actually did go on vacation. She told me happy birthday and was like, some sort of comment, I hope you enjoying or something with your ex.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think we were still following each other, and I said, happy birthday. You're in Puerto Rico. I hope you have fun with your ex.
And
like,
so I
it's
responded, and so even at that point, I thought that
out.
there was maybe some sort of, attempt to continue conversation.
Okay.
But so when I responded, I forgot what she said, but she said something to the effect, which is basically like, kind of like, ask if it was kind of, I felt questioned. And so I never responded to that. And that was our last communication before the podcast. And I do have receipts.
Okay. So after you guys had the conversation, she was like, "Oh, you're going with your ex." You just left it at that. You weren't interested enough, basically, is what you're saying, to continue it.
There was nothing else to like. I mean, like, if she liked it, she liked it. If she did, fine. But I didn't think I owed her that explanation, and I thought it was something that was just like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Owed me. That's crazy. So I'm going to just get this. Okay, first of all, how would we even have enough time? We just met. We're starting something new, right? So we came on here to find that other person love. Obviously, we've had stuff in our past. Like, you're saying that, for what he doesn't want to say, saying that I'm still in love with my ex. No, I told him I always have love for my ex. So I was like, my ex-fiance, whatever.
Is that what it is? You're going through a divorce? Is that what he didn't want to say? Look at him. He's like, oh, man, see, well, fam, just say what it is, bro. Just say what it is. Because y'all don't even talk no more or whatever after the trip or something. Come on now.
I always have love, but I'm not in love.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
If I was in love with that person, I would go be there fighting for that person and be with that person. But no, I told him, like, I'm single. I'm here. Like, I didn't give you no, like, I'm with this, I'm with that. I told you what I do. I do my music. I take care of my kid by myself. I take care of my own responsibilities. I'm independent. And then all I need is somebody there with me to make me happy and have fun. I never once given him that, sign that I'm still talking to him. I'm this. Like, never once, because we didn't even get that far. Now, for him to be like, he doesn't owe me anything, it's kind of messed up, because it's like, I'm not expecting you to owe me anything. Like, you should be a gentleman. Like, you came to me.
So there's certain things on the show that she's mentioning now, right? If she would have said those things on the show, those certain things about what she told him that's personal to her that he don't want to reveal, those would come up as red flags to guys. Oh, I just got, I'm currently going through a divorce. Some guys would take her up on that offer. But a lot of men would pop their balloons. They'd be like, "Oh no, no, you need to be completely divorced or whatever, or you still in contact with this dude." I don't know if this is her kid's father or what, or I don't know.
And you're looking for this. I'm looking for the same thing. So why do I have to accept that you're about to go have a time in Puerto Rico with somebody else, and I'm here still looking for love, but gotta be okay that you're there having a great time with somebody that's in your past?
Because you don't need to be looking for love right now. You're still going through what you're going through now. You know what I mean? You don't. You need to be single for a little bit longer. Now, I don't know the details of her being how long they were together or divorced or something. Only thing, I could be wrong about everything, but from what she just said, he's not saying, from what she just said, that I'm kind of making this up, but I'm making what makes sense in my head from what she just told everybody. So but yeah, it seems like you don't even need to be looking for love right now. So based off some personal stuff that he don't want to say still about this fiance, his ex, whatever.
I'm not doing that. I'm trying to be focused on you, but that's what you're offering me to accept.
And so this trip was how soon after the show?
Like, literally right after. Right after.
The show was beginning of August, I believe. My birthday is at the end of August.
Okay.
So,
right after.
But again, vacations are previously planned, not planned the day of, right? So
you weren't done. You weren't done with your past, and that's okay. Don't be done with your past.
I mean, I think that's a very kind of dogmatic way of looking at it, and that's okay if that's your worldview. but it's not mine. So you don't have to fall out to walk out. And because somebody's your ex doesn't mean that they still aren't your friend. And so what that means to you can be different. And I think that's unique between people and their relationships.
So did you guys stay in the same room?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So now, Jeremy, if the
Okay.
roles were switched, like for example, let's say her and her ex went on a vacation after you guys met, you would have been totally okay with that, still getting to know her after that trip?
Well, I think if it was a previous planned vacation, I wouldn't have told her to cancel it yet. Like I don't know that I would have had a problem with that. Like since we're here, like I met like her child's father like at the barbecue the day of. Like so
That I
was
haven't been
already-
together with for 8 years, 7 years.
Okay.
So 7 years.
Whatever type of way though, when we was at the barbecue,
I'm not meeting your baby daddy the same day and the kid the same day, man. Girl, you'll be bringing dudes around your whole family, the kids, everybody. Man, why did you agree to go to this family, the niece's birthday's cookout at an Airbnb with her family? I would have said no.
he ended up feeling some type of way though, which is
That wasn't because of you. That was because my child at the time, not to get too deep into it, but my child at the time didn't understand how birthdays work. And he was a little upset that somebody else was getting a lot of attention. So, I parented, and
Oh
my
my
son's
God.
dad, we're not together, but he's not really in his life like that. So it was a parenting thing, the why he got upset.
It is because he was there. This is so stupid. God damn,
Is
man.
because, I took full mom mode. He was trying and I excluded that out. So it was a parenting thing of why he left. It had nothing to do with him. And I just feel why you feel like you're that.
Of why he left. So now we're getting that the ex, not the ex, but the baby daddy stormed off. It wasn't because of him. No, I'm not stupid. Talking about was it because of my child? No, I don't believe. Yo, all right,
Take
man.
that. Like, I don't understand why
So,
you think it was
that's
for you.
gas.
so
Gaslighting.
that's not what I was alluding to.
No.
If you're placed in those situations, like out of the gate for whatever reason, that just means that there's unresolved tension, if from my estimation or my observation, between you and your baby's father.
No, I have always not liked him. It's just always been like that. I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. Everybody knows I don't like him. But we tolerate each other because he's been in my life for so long that my family invites him everywhere, but they don't look at him as in, oh, that's Breeze. Like,
That's your man.
they would be like, we will even say, like, bring a girl, bring somebody. Like, we would love to meet somebody that
That has nothing to do with him, though. The dude that you met, that don't got nothing to do with him.
you have. Like, we even tell him.
Did y'all like go out or something like that, where you tried to like introduce him to a girl or something like?
Yeah, we've tried to introduce him. We go out to like groups, and before I would have somebody with me, I'll get my friends to try to get him to somebody. Like, sometimes he's into it, sometimes he's not, but that's him. I don't know his life. We're not into that. Like, he's around sometimes. So
But you
the
would
fact that
say
he's not a factor.
But you would say that it's quite possible, even though you guys are exes and have a child together, to be friends and that to be that. Is that possible?
I mean, it's after I don't think of him like that. It's after 7 years.
Okay, so my whole
So
point
he's
is
not a friend to you.
so my whole point
No.
is my whole point is it's possible to be a friend to someone after you've been in a relationship with them.
How
And
long
that's
was
what
your
my-
ex was though? How long?
How long? What? We've been broken up for over a year. Like,
That's not a comparison.
yeah,
I was with
but I
him
mean,
when I was
I don't know
17.
I just want to answer the question. Like,
Like,
I'm
I
confused
have
on why that's
history.
relevant though.
I think she's
Also,
saying like maybe like feelings might still be involved.
Never.
Like on your end, and that's
A
why she was like,
year.
I'm gonna back up.
I mean,
That's
I
a
mean that could
year.
be true if I was dating somebody else prior to coming on the show. Like that's an imminent truth, regardless of whether it's an ex or somebody new. So I think like that's not a real danger. Like her exploring what could have been with me, like that us going or on vacation had no hindrance on that. Is what I'm saying.
If you film the show and you match with somebody though, and it was like weeks on already, I mean, I don't know. I'm confused about the timeline because the family reunion, the baby daddy stuff was the day after, and then he was like they filmed in the beginning of August, the year they filmed this. Then then the trip was towards the end, and he still didn't cancel the birthday trip or something like that. And his ex knew that he was on the show. I mean, it is kind of weird. I would have not gone on the trip, but the problem is we still don't know the personal stuff that she told him that made him still go on a trip. Like, he pretty much said it without saying it. Like, I'm pretty sure he was about to consider canceling a trip. So after she told him some stuff, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm not. Since it's that what it is, which you like, you told me that, I'm not canceling this trip. It kind of makes no sense for me to cancel a trip if this is what you're going through." And then she mentioned a marriage, ex-husband or something like that. You might have to spill some beans on that, dog. But if it's that bad, and you can't, you're saying out of respect, I won't mention it. And she kind of mentioned a little bit of it. And that's, I'm thinking it's about her marriage. Like, who is this other guy? Is the baby daddy the same husband or whatever? I don't think it is. There's another piece of this that we just don't hear. We can't see it. There's another piece of this like that needs to be said, and it can't. It's almost like a pointless conversation if we can't get that personal piece that made you still go on that trip.
So you don't think it'd be back in my head of what they're doing on vacation? So it's like for me, like, ooh, I just met somebody. Maybe I could start with, maybe I can go fly and see.
She said, "I'm not in love with him anymore, blah, 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 blah." This is just still resting on that trip that he went on with his ex. So I don't know. It's sort of one-sided-ish, kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe there's something new because he's looking for this, looking for that. But then once you tell me, like, oh, you're going with your ex, like, that's like a slap in the face. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like, okay, obviously he's not serious, but then you have the means to tell me that I'm not, you didn't get to know me enough. You didn't get to know anything that I was about. You didn't even try. You didn't try at all. Like, you barely called me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think it's based off of what I observed in totality, that did not lead me to put my best foot forward or my best attempt to get to know you.
Yeah, we're never going to know what that is. So I guess whatever it is going to make her look terrible. Because right now you don't really look too good. You know what I mean? So I think you're really saving face for her. And you're just like, look, I'll take the brunt of it. You seem really emotional. I'll take the L. And like he just said it just now, from what I observed, he said, I ain't gonna lie. Yep, you're right. From what I saw, I'm taking this stance. So I guess it's gonna be a mystery forever.
So for that, you're right. But I think based off of what you said or what I took away from our conversation at the barbecue, it was in my best interest to not like kind of jump into this more seriously.
Okay. I don't see how you're all over me at the barbecue. And then you're doing way too much. And so I did send you home on an Uber. So
physicality and like.
What you said, it was nice. It was a black truck from what you said from the other podcast you went on about
nice.
Me, right?
It was nice. And that's not what I'm talking about.
Well,
so
yeah, what are you going on about, homegirl? Like, what are you doing? She started talking about two others. You were all over me. He didn't say about not being all. He didn't say none of that. What are you doing, man?
Physicality, me showing you physical interest, is not the same as me like pursuing you. So those are two completely different things.
So you knew from the barbecue that you no longer wanted to pursue her?
Well, I just kind of moved it into a different bracket or a different category, if you will. I just thought it wasn't advantageous for me to take it seriously at all. If you're still having this emotional attachment to your ex.
I never had an emotional attachment.
That's what I understood.
This man is weird.
So it sounds like there was like a lot of miscommunication.
We weren't even by each other though. He was playing dominoes with everybody. Like,
well, no, this conversation
we weren't even
happened.
by each
Everybody
other.
went inside the house, and I don't know if she remembers because we were a little tipped.
No, we weren't.
But we were outside. They were all inside the house, and me and her were outside near the barbecue when this particular aspect of the conversation happened. I remember it pretty vividly because I kind of made a mental note of it, like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, I was honest. I was thankful for her being honest, but I kind of compartmentalized what was going on at that particular time, and like, just was more open to just see where it goes. But I'm like,
I've never been.
So just to ask you, Brellaunte, so obviously when he said the whole ex thing, like that's who he's going on vacation with, for you as well, like you didn't care enough to text him either. Like, hey, I don't think we're gonna continue this. Like,
No, there was no point. He's going.
She wanted to have her cake and eat it. She wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Like I said, I told you that he's trying to take the L for her, and he's taking his own L, and well, not L for her, but he's taking his own L and trying to cover for her, sort of like, hey, I'm a spare. You looking bad. I ain't gonna, you know what I mean? And I guess she tried to, put in the effort to still go on a date with him, and he said, no, you still got feelings for this person. You ain't healed from that or whatever. I'm not even about to pursue it. While she still was trying to pursue him while having feelings for somebody else. And he probably felt like, man, you're just going to use me anyway. Maybe that's what it seemed like. So he was just like, nah, like, come on now. We ain't doing this.
He's with his ex still, so his mind.
But he still had a trip planned. Like, if it was somebody he would have worked out with on the show, would he had still went on that trip? I don't know.
Somewhere else. It wasn't, I didn't feel the need to reach out or anything. It was like, okay, back up. Obviously, I did say on the show I choose the wrong guys, obviously. So it was okay. And I was fine with that. I was fine with moving forward. I didn't show him any
I'm done
type. I showed him who I was. We had a great time. I wasn't like flirting with my baby dad. It wasn't anything. He actually left early. So it was just like, he wasn't even there for the rest of the time there. And we had a good time. So that's why I didn't show him any signs that I was anything. Because the fact that my baby dad's in conversation right now, it really irks me. For a man that you've never showed no interest, no love in the last 7, almost 8 years of your life. And then now that he put that as his reason, it's crazy. So he should be jealous of my exes or something. Like, he should be thinking about them.
Jealousy
Than
is
of
crazy.
I mean, not jealous, but like meaning like concerned. That's the word. You should be concerned about who I had before. Yeah, before like 2 years ago or something. You should be on that. I'd get that. I would get that.
You're making it worse for now. She's making it worse for herself in this now. Because if you had that conversation with him to make him back out of dating you from a dude that you're talking about, whatever, such and such feelings, the conversation y'all had, then you bring up other people. Come on. I mean, both of y'all look terrible now. Now both of y'all.
To make
More
it that,
of a
then that's
collective
weird.
Of an observation.
But why is my exes a factor if I never brought them to you?
I think
I never brought them to you. I never, they never came into play. They never like was a conversation. I was focused on you. And come on.
I'm confused. Did you not tell me that you were still in love with your ex? Or did I
No, I said I have love for
Okay,
my
all
ex.
right. So that there was a kind of a whole space about that where you kind of went into more detail about that, which I won't share here.
Oh God, man! In this, because now she's falling off a cliff now.
But
Just
for
end
you
this.
to kind of just make it seem like you just said that is a bit disingenuous. And so what I took away from that conversation, and what based off of what I observed with your interactions, what you said is that it was not in my best interest to pursue seriously in that way. Like, I was open to allowing it to develop. But as you said, after you left, even after the next day when you were supposed to call me and you didn't, like, I take people like for their word. And when you say you're going to call me, I was expecting that, and you didn't. You just left, and I actually had to reach out to you. I was like, hey, I hope you made it home, A, B, and C. And then you end up responding to that. But those are key indicators that you may also not be as serious as you think you are. And so there's no way in hell I'm even thinking about,
Man, you should have said this from the beginning.
canceling a trip with a friend that's pre-booked,
friend.
or even anything that's what we are now. Like, we're not together. So I mean, like, or even like anything remotely close to that, for what I've seen in just a 24 or 48 hour period.
That is very weird.
Yeah, it
we
just
ain't
sounds
getting
like
nowhere.
this
We ain't getting
was gonna crash and
We ain't getting nowhere.
burn from the beginning.
Yes, definitely did.
Both y'all didn't need to be on the show.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, at least you guys did hang out a little bit. Got to know each other and saw like, okay, I guess so and so is
I
not
actually
for
think she's
me.
pretty cool though, but like I just the way it went down.
I didn't give you no option of. I just don't feel like you have valid reasons. Like, I have a valid reason. You don't.
Okay,
Like,
I mean,
You don't either. Hell no.
and that's fair enough. Like, my reasons don't have to necessarily be valid to you, and I didn't think
not.
your issue was.
It seems like she's selfish. I'm still in love with my ex, blah 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 blah. But you need somebody, another person, to help you get out of that situation, to put your feelings somewhere else. So it's almost like you're forcing yourself to date somebody new, and you hate that other situation so bad that you're angry that this happened. Now you have nowhere else to throw your. I don't look, homegirl and homeboy. Check your DMs. Somebody's vouching for both of y'all in your DMs. A bunch of people.
Initially valid to me, but I respect.
But they probably did. I don't know.
It. I don't have anything against you. That's why when I came in, I wanted to be cordial and speak.
and
Yeah,
you
you
said, let's
know.
get to work, right?
She's not.
Because you was throwing shots, so
No,
I
I
just wanted to
didn't.
make sure we were going to at least be professional.
No,
in
you
the
asked for
very
a hug,
least.
and I said, I don't want to hug you. I don't like you. Why would I hug
Okay,
you?
so then we started to kind of talk about something else, and then you got a little testy. And so I was like, all right, if we're not going to be cool, then let's at least be professional,
right.
which I'm glad you're being now. So thank you
Okay.
for that.
Well, just to go ahead and wrap it up, is there anything like any future projects we could be on the lookout for either one of you? We could start with you.
Well, I don't know. I do music, as you don't know. I just dropped a single with Kirko Banks called Feelings.
Okay.
I have a show November 2nd that would be in LA. If you're on my page, on my Instagram, announcements would be on soon and everything. But yeah, a lot more music and a lot more artists to collaborate with would be there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, we'll be on the lookout, girl. Hey, what about for you?
No, I won't be on the lookout for that. She need to get it together, which by now she probably has, but who knows? Kids, baby daddy dramas, ex-girlfriends going on trips, and husbands, and you do not tell somebody, I still have love for him. Almost sounds like I'm still in love with him. Or you could be saying that just as a cover-up so you don't say I'm still in love with this person. But who knows if you really meant that? Because he's still not saying whatever else was in that conversation to save face to your ass. All right? So yeah, don't invite nobody else on no family thing the same day you meet them, and you're bringing a new guy around, all this other stuff, talking about trying to make up the excuse. That seems like gaslighting. You know what I mean? So that's not what it was, but that's what it looks like to us. So hey.